All right, everybody, so we are going to take a drive into the West Beach neighborhood. Right now we are heading down 59, which is Gulf Shores Parkway.
Straight to the beach.
Straight to the beach. On the right is Little Lagoon. So that will basically be what separates West Beach from the north side of the lagoon and then into the Fort Morgan area. And you can kind of see on the map here as we're kind of heading down into town. So as you get closer into town, you start to get more of the touristy type shops and all that. You'll see some of the liquor stores, obviously. But then Mimosas Daiquiris here. This is on the lagoon. You can take out these little pedal boats. They've got some swans and flamingos there. And then Oyster House, this is the boardwalk. So that's a big restaurant with all sorts of little shops.
Ice cream everywhere.
Ice cream everywhere.
Ice cream on every corner.
Yep. The Beach Bazaar on this side, and then you've got a couple big souvenir shops and like the surf style on the right side here, and then there's another surf style on the left. There's a lot of the beach outlets around.
Don't miss Sunliner Diner.
Excellent
Super
breakfast.
cute place to take photos, good food.
And then you've got Crico's Pizza over there to the right, which is kind of one of the bigger pizza shops around. Souvenir City, which is probably one of the biggest souvenir places.
And they have a big shark everyone loves. Take a photo with that.
Yep, big photo up there. And then as you get to the end of 59, there's Elvin's Island. And we are actually going to turn to the right, which will be the west, and head towards the West Beach area. So Elvin's Island here also has really good beach apparel, all that type of stuff. They've got great discounts in the summertime as well. Hangout is right up here on the left. That is kind of the main area where a lot of people like to be close to the Hangout for short-term rental properties. They always kind of talk about it with walking distance to the Hangout or how many miles from Hangout you are. It's kind of the main
concerts and things.
Yeah, it's kind of the main beach area.
Here's the beach. There's a playground, lots of palm trees.
So this is kind of a big area. You can come down and lots of parking, not lots of parking, but there is more parking down here for people that are staying a little bit further away and not within walking distance from the main beach area. And then the further we get down West Beach Boulevard here, which we're on, will bring you into basically all the short-term rental market area. So what you will see is that basically from about 2nd Ave down to West Beach here is all the short-term rental area.
More high-rises as we are closer to 59. Some convenience stores. Further we get out, the less restaurants there are as well. We have Bahama Bob's over here, which is pretty popular. And then down by us, we'll show you on 11th Street, there's the Waves convenience store and Beach House Kitchen and ice cream shop.
Yep. This is 6th Ave here. So this is 6th Ave actually turns into Windmill Ridge Road, which is kind of the shortcut back to 59. So in the summertime, when it gets really busy on West Beach here, that is one of the ways that further down here in West Beach, you can get back towards 59. So there's kind of two routes back there, depending on which way of town you're going. Here's Pier 33, grocery, souvenir, beach store for a lot of the properties down this way.
Coffee shop.
This is where West Beach and West Lagoon split off at. So to the right was just where West Lagoon Ave is. And basically there's rows of houses, mostly houses, duplexes, some of the condo complexes between West Beach that we're driving down and West Lagoon.
And you'll see the houses on West Lagoon are on the lagoon.
Yep. Crystal Shores, this is one of the biggest high-rise buildings, and they've got the one here and then across the street as well. They've got more units.
They have that cute little walking bridge with a swimming pool up top over here.
And then all of the condos. So basically everything that's Gulf side up to this point has pretty much been high-rise condos or smaller condo units. Like you can see right here, these are smaller units. The one here, 10th Ave, so this one, that's Spyglass, that's like an 11-unit building. So there are the smaller ones as well. and then obviously the much bigger.
And we just went by a beach access point. That's another really big factor to consider when you're purchasing. You want to be within a 4 to 5 minute walk of an access point.
Yeah, so really you've got at 6th Ave, there's a beach access point. At 10th, there's that access point. We're coming up on 11th here that has Waves and the Beach House. And the Beach House is a very popular restaurant down here. A lot of scratch food they make. But it's the last restaurant down West Beach. So we've got a few more miles we can go down. But that is the last restaurant. So all these houses down here tend to make that a pretty popular place to be. But the neat thing about West Beach here is you'll see all the different colored houses, tons of side-by-side duplexes that are available for rent. A lot of these were rebuilt after Hurricane Sally came through in 2020. So you'll see a mix of some of the smaller, like the one up here on the corner is like a smaller one that hasn't been redone. But then you'll see, you know, some of these gigantic 3-story raised properties that can house, you know, 40 plus people as rental properties. So lots of diversity here in terms of what is available for rentals.
And it's definitely a lot quieter at this point in time. We're filming this right now in January, and the snowbirds are in town, which does give us a little bit of excitement. But when it gets to be spring break and summer, you would be seeing people walking down these streets nonstop, families and chairs, and everyone's heading to the beach and crossing at these crossing points.
Yeah, so where the beach house was at 11th Street, there is no access to the beach there, but 12th Street, which we passed about a mile back, and now this is 13th Street. These both have beach access. 13th Street basically is parking. So there's a parking lot down 13th Street. So you can, if people are coming in, visiting where you're staying for your short-term rentals, there is a lot of parking there. We are coming up on the pass. So this is the pass at West Beach. A lot of people like to go underneath this area and do a lot of fishing. But you will hear people talk about being before the pass or after the pass. After the pass here, it's basically just houses on the north and south side of West Beach. So West Lagoon Ave stopped back at 13th Street, basically.
So there aren't any more public access crossing points, I guess is
right. So a lot of, if you're down here, you're looking for deeded beach access. So houses that are going to be on the lagoon side, you want to make sure that if you have a condominium complex, it has deeded beach access. Otherwise, it does get tricky to find a way to get to the beach past here.
And most of the communities do have an access point, which is kind of nice. But if you're in just an individual house, you have to see if they maybe have an arrangement with the neighbor across the street, or how you can access the beach.
Yeah. So this is the Surf and Racket Club. It's a really cool place. They've got some neat boat docks and nice swimming pool back there. I think they do have on-site management though, so if that's not something that you want done, you might not want to consider that. But then there's like Sea Oats over here. These are smaller 4 to 6 unit places that are all condos that are short-term rental available. So a lot on the lagoon side, that's going to be kind of those condos, townhouse style, and then on the Gulf side are basically these massive duplexes or single family houses that are going to house large gatherings. Most of these are going to be at least 15 plus guests, and also probably $2 million plus buy-ins.
Yeah, price point.
Yep.
But they do rent very well. Also really good investments. So now we're getting to an area where it's a little bit more narrow. I'll show you on the map here. And you can literally see the lagoon on the north. And then you have these are all beachfront right there. Just past the dune, you'll be able to see the water. And it's a lot more, since there aren't any big complexes out here, the beaches are really quiet. If you rent a house over here, it's basically your own private beach.
Yeah, so these houses do rent very well. They rent for a higher price because you basically have your private beach when you're down here. If you're sitting out in front of your house, it's going to be you and your family and your guests, and that will be about it that are on your beachfront. So it is very nice. Now we are getting further and further out of town, so we're probably a good, at this point, 20 minutes from most of the dining and shopping, especially in the summertime and at spring break when it's going to start to be busy down here. You're going to have a lot longer drive coming down West Beach. It's not going to be nearly as empty as it is right now. And most of this drive is going to look like this, with some very unique houses, very beach style houses. This road dead ends into a subdivision it's a gated community down there. They've got a swimming pool. I don't think they have tennis courts there, do they?
Yeah, they do.
They do, okay. Tennis courts as well. So swimming pool, tennis courts, and then some of them have that golf front view.
And a beach access point.
And a beach
for the
access
ones that
point.
don't.
Yep. But this is the West Beach area. Obviously, the 59 to about 12th or 13th Street is the kind of busiest, most active area for short-term rentals and most populated area of the West Beach.
It's still quieter than East Beach and Orange Beach would be.
Definitely.
But
So
busier than Fort Morgan.
Yeah, so we'll have an East Beach video that you can see as well. But that East Beach area will be even more densely populated. So it won't be quite as, still family friendly, but I think West Beach is a little bit more of a family friendly area.
All right, we're getting close to the end.
Semi-close. Yeah, West Beach goes for quite some time. Lot for sale down here if anyone's interested in building.
Caught my eye.
See how long that stays up. They do a lot of marathons and triathlons, and I don't know if it's a 5K, probably wouldn't be this far down, 10Ks. So you do see a lot of events up and down West Beach from time to time throughout the city.
Year round.
Year
really.
round.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I think they had a Santa race over Christmas.
Mhm. This is protected land.
Yeah, so this almost gets to the end of Little Lagoon. Little Lagoon, I believe, is about 10 miles in length. And it ends just past this. This does not connect straight through to Fort Morgan. You need to go down Fort Morgan Road, which is a whole separate area, and we'll have a video for that as well. Different vibe, but as you start to get out here, it is a little bit more of a Fort Morgan vibe because you are pretty far out from everything.
Yeah, so here's that little gated community all the way at the end.
That's West Beach.
All right.